Hey guys!
We're in Dollywood, guys! We're so excited to be here. We're here for the Harvest Festival. We're gonna take you along our experience today. We're gonna explore all that we can and ride all the rides.
Yes, it's such a beautiful park already, and they have so many pumpkin decorations. We're super pumped about this.
It's gonna be awesome. All right, here we go.
Let's do it!
For the stratosphere, easy breathing in your atmosphere. Oh, how could I ever forget last year when we were on top? Send me flying like a rocketeer without trying. Now I'm way up here. Oh, how could I? How could I ever forget last year? When we were on top of the world, when we were on top of the world, the seasons don't stop, the axis forgot to twirl.
So we made it back from Dollywood. Guys, Dollywood was really, really cool. We absolutely loved it. It was so beautiful. But we want to catch you up on all that we did in our time exploring Dollywood. So when you first enter the park, it is absolutely beautiful. It's not a big castle like you see at Disney World, but there is a really awesome Dollywood sign that you can just enter the park and get some photos and stuff like that with your family and friends. And I think that that's really cool. After we took a photo there at the Dollywood sign, we actually made our way through the park, and they have it decorated so beautiful for the Harvest Fest. They have all of these beautiful fall leaves hanging from strings above your head, and they're like in layers of colors from dark brown to yellow to orange, and so vibrant and so beautiful. It's like a perfect photo opportunity. They actually have someone there that will also take your picture. After that, we ended up heading over to the Dolly Parton Experience. So this is a brand new attraction at Dollywood. She actually was here this year and did a parade to celebrate the opening of this experience. The first place we went into was behind the scenes, and basically they have all of her styling. She's really known for her style, as you know, and her big hair. And so it kind of shows you through the decades how that kind of changed. And I thought that was really cool to see. It also had stories about her stylist and how he created the clothes for her movies, for her concerts, things like that. It was really awesome. It's a really short exhibit, but definitely worth seeing. Something that we have been told in the past by a couple of people is they think that Megan has a similar face to a young Dolly Parton. And so I thought that was so funny, and we were like doing a side-by-side comparison. And honestly, I definitely see it. It's definitely there. After that, we made our way across the walkway to the Songteller exhibit. So this exhibit basically takes you on a journey of her life, her career, her inspiration, and it is so beautiful and so cool. They actually have this room at the end that has a 360 video display. And basically it's like a concert going through the years of her singing, and it has her music and you're like at the Ryman Theater. That was honestly incredible. My sister said that when she first saw it, she got emotional, and I can definitely see why someone would for sure. It is really, really cool. And she just has such a positive message and loving everyone and lifting people up and helping people in need. And Dolly's just such an angel, and we love her, and I thought that that was really cool. And she has some really good quotes in there also. We then made our way over to our first ride experience at Dollywood. This is in the Jukebox Junction themed area of the park. This part of the park basically takes you into the 1950s, and they have a diner, they have a ride that has all these old school cars that kids can ride, and then they have this roller coaster called Hot Rod. Now, Megan and I didn't know what to expect coming into our time at Dollywood. We thought the rides might be a little chill. We definitely weren't expecting anything too crazy. So we get on this roller coaster, we're like, oh, it's probably just a bunch of like hills and pretty easy peasy. We should have done some research. That ride goes 75 miles per hour non-stop. My booty was off the seat the entire ride. My brother-in-law, I thought he was gonna have a heart attack. He was like so blood red and clenching his fist so much. That ride was insane. And honestly, it kind of like opened our eyes to our experience at Dollywood. We're like, oh my gosh, this is not what we expected. We need to get prepared. There's gonna be some fun and crazy rides at Dollywood. And that was true. There's so many good ones, and that was a good one to start. Since it is the Harvest Festival, they have all of these really beautiful pumpkin displays. They have all of these massive real pumpkins too that people have grown around the country. They have like 1,000-pound pumpkins, 900-pound pumpkins, and the farmer that grew them has their displayed name in front of it, which is really awesome. I loved that. They have this pumpkin tower, which they're really known for, a fake one, and they have a real one, and the real one is absolutely gorgeous. That's just a really cool thing that they have going on there, and it's themed so beautifully for the Harvest Festival. Kind of reminded us of Disney. Like everything is themed to a T perfectly. Every aisle has lined pumpkins. Every display was just put up perfectly. All of the staff were so kind. Honestly, it was amazing. We loved our experience. Something that I thought was really cool with it being Dollywood is that they had a bunch of different stages where there were people singing old-timey songs. There's this really beautiful old church on the property, and they had some guys standing there and singing some old hymns. As we're making our way up the hill, I kept hearing these birds, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Is that real, or is it just like the ambiance of them wanting you to feel like you're like in the woods? So as we're walking up, and I'm like, gosh, that's a really big net, and I look over, and there are a ton of bald eagles in this bald eagle sanctuary. They've built this sanctuary at Dollywood that houses bald eagles that have disabilities. They can no longer survive in the wild, and they house them there to give them a safe space to live, and also the money, the revenue that comes through allows them to be able to take care of them too. I thought that that was really awesome. We then made our way to this really creepy ride called Blazing Fury. It seemed like it was probably one of the older rides at the park. My sister recommended it. It is so creepy. Definitely only ride it once. It is kind of a kid ride, but honestly, it was just so weird. Some of the displays in there were kind of like, I don't know, very creepy. I tried to get some video of it, but it was kind of jerky and moving around. That ride is actually really close to a lot of really great displays. They have a pumpkin guitar, they have a pumpkin owl, they have pumpkin owls like hanging from the trees and all of these string lights, which is really cool. They really did so much with the theming, and those displays in particular are really cool. I loved that section of the park. After that, we made our way back down the hill to a place for a late lunch that my sister had recommended called Granny Ogle's Ham and Beans. So they have more of like your Southern style food there. I ended up only going with a chicken salad sandwich. It was really good. It definitely hit the spot. Megan ended up getting a dinner pot roast, and she had like a side of mashed potatoes, and she loved hers. They also bring out a plate of cornbread, which was really awesome, and that's just like free with your meal. And yeah, everybody loved their meals. It was really good. But yeah, I knew I had to have a lighter lunch with all the roller coasters that we had coming up.
So I'm joining in to chat about the last half of our day. We had such a fun time.
We did, we really did. Yeah, so after lunch, we made our way over to Daredevil Falls. That is my brother-in-law Rich's favorite ride, and I was very against doing this ride. I saw people coming off the ride soaking wet from head to toe, drenched, and I'm like, I'm just one of those people. I'm not a water ride person at parks because I don't want to feel miserable. I don't want to be drenched. I don't like my shoes to be wet.
I'm not super big on them either, but I'll do them because I do think they're fun. I just hate the aftermath of it.
Yeah, for sure. I like a water ride, like if you don't get drenched, but if I see people coming off and they're like, look like they just jumped out of the shower.
Exaggeration. They were definitely soaked.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. But anyway, so we jumped on that ride, and I got a little video of us going down the hill, and it actually ended up stopping right as the water hit, which was so funny. But yeah, we actually didn't get that soaking wet.
I did.
Megan did. I didn't.
I got the most wet for sure. My face, it literally splashed directly in my face and on my head.
But thankfully it wasn't me, so.
Yeah, yes, he would say that we didn't get that wet. I did.
Yeah. After that, we ended up making our way back up the hill. They have so many beautiful displays up there as well. And we got to see the Friendly Spider pumpkin display. And that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was a really cool one. Honestly, the little spiders were my favorite. The way that they did it, it's just so cool. They're so creative at this park, you guys.
They really killed it.
Yes.
After that, we made our way over to the Wild Eagle roller coaster. That was a really fun one. Honestly, that was probably up there for our top ride of the day.
For me, for sure.
Meg and I were lucky enough to sit in the very front. And so it was so cool. It felt like we were flying the way it was gliding through.
If you love coasters, sit in the front.
Yeah, that was a great one.
We didn't even know. We just jumped up there and it was so great.
Yeah.
You're actually like flying on like the wing of the eagle, which is a really cool concept. It's actually like a huge coaster. And it was just so smooth, like he said, and such a pretty fun ride. We loved it so much.
We loved it. It was very smooth too.
Yeah.
After that, we ended up making our way up to the Wildwood Grove section of the park. And they have a few roller coasters up there, or a couple of roller coasters up there. But honestly, I loved that section because it was a great overview of the park. You could see the park, you could see the coasters, you could see the sunset, the hills, some very pretty fall colors.
I was gonna say. Yeah, so we actually got up there right at sunset. We didn't mean to time it that way, but that was perfect because it is so pretty. You see all the sky and you can oversee some of the park, and that part of the park is just gorgeous. It looks newer. I don't really know the history of the park, but it looks new.
Newer,
and it also is super kid friendly up there, lots of kid rides, but super, super pretty.
Yeah, we loved it up there. Then we made our way back down the hill to the Mystery Mine ride. So when you're actually walking through, that ride is really cool and looks so creepy and spooky because it looks like a big haunted house, and they have all of these like really cool Halloween displays on it.
Yes.
And the outside was just eye-catching in itself. And I think it's just like that year round, and it was.
Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be like a spooky themed ride, and then they also add to it with all the spooky displays, and so that just made it really fun. It was like the Halloween theme of the park.
Yeah.
So it was really, really neat, and you guys, this ride is insane.
It was very insane. I had seen some video online, and I was like, oh, okay, that looks cool. It doesn't look too crazy. Guys, that ride was crazy.
He didn't tell me anything about it, so thank you. Honestly, I mean that. I was really happy to be so shocked because I have never ridden a ride like that, ever. It was so insane.
Yeah.
I truly, like, it's not like it's like insanely fast or like crazy in that way. It just has so many tricks and turns.
Yeah, it did.
And I was so unexpected.
I mean, it has a drop that goes straight down and then one that goes straight up and then it blows fire.
Well, and we were also sitting in the front seats for this one. And so we were like front and center, and that just made it that much more intense. And I was like, what is happening? We were all like talking the whole time because we were like, "Whoa, what is happening?
It was crazy.
This is insane."
We loved it. That was probably one of our top favorites of the
Yeah.
day there. We then headed over to our last ride of the day, the Thunderhead roller coaster. So we wanted to jump on this one because someone in the park who works there had said that that was his favorite and he recommended it. I will never in my life do that roller coaster ever again.
Wait, what?
That roller coaster was so scary, guys. That roller coaster was insane. It was dark out, but it was going so fast and it was hitting the turn so hard. I literally thought we were gonna die.
I thought we were like coming off the tracks for real.
sure.
It felt like we were
Because it kind
airborne.
of seemed like an old raggedy roller coaster and I was like, man, is this thing like out of control right now?
Yeah. Yeah, it was going so insanely fast.
I didn't like it.
But if I'm being honest, I freaking loved it.
Yeah, Megan is a thrill girl.
I love roller coasters. I've always loved Six Flags, grew up going to Six Flags. You know, I would prefer a nicer park like Disney. That's why we love Disney so much. But
Yeah.
I do love some thrill rides. Like that was one of them.
That's up her alley for sure.
Yes, it was so fun and so fast. I was definitely a little scared, but I loved it. It was amazing.
After that, it was nighttime and we wanted to make one last lap around the park to see all the Halloween displays for the Great Pumpkin LumiNights.
I got you, yeah, my crew. We alley you, yeah, alley you, yeah. 'Cause we do what we do. We alley you, yeah, alley you, yeah. Hey, running, hold the line. Hanging out the window, painting through the sky. We living life by design. You got a good imagination, yeah, so do I. Let's go up to the sun, we running it up. Shadow puppets on the moon, doing what we want. Yeah, you know that we ready to go. Take it a step at a time, we just enjoying the ride. I got you, yeah, my crew. We alley you, yeah, alley you, yeah. 'Cause we do what we do. We alley you, yeah, alley you, yeah. We alley you. We alley you, yeah, alley you. We alley you, yeah. Okay, alright, we do it how we like. We roll, we ride like Talladega Nights. My crew, my tribe, we super duper fly. Oh wait, oh I really think it's time. Let's go up to the sun, we so high above. Packing out the upper room, yeah, you know it's us. Yeah, you know that we ready to go. Take it a step at a time, we just enjoying the ride.
So that is what the Harvest Festival is really known for, is the Great Pumpkin LumiNights.
Yeah.
And guys, it is so beautiful. All the light displays and everything and the mood, and they have the like the ambiance with the sounds and everything. It is just really, really cool.
Yeah, although we are obviously used to Disney, this park was so unique. I loved every bit of it. It was so beautiful, so clean, and the Harvest Festival made it even better. I mean, the displays were on point and they were so grand and so cool.
Yeah, honestly, this will be a place that I'll want to come back to now for fall.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's only a 3-ish hour drive for us from where we live, and honestly, like seeing all those fall displays, it really gets you in the mood, and the way that they have it decorated, it was so beautiful.
Beautiful.
And also, just to note, for some reason the park was so slow. We literally walked on every ride.
Yeah, not a wait like at all.
They said that it's like that, which is crazy to me. That park is so clean and so cool, and everyone there is so nice, and the displays are so
and
like
we were there
lavish.
on a weekend. We were there on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, yeah.
So that was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
It just made it so nice.
Supposedly their spring and their Christmas times are really busy. Supposedly their Christmas displays are incredible, and so we actually might go back and do that.
We're hoping to do Christmas.
Yeah, you know us, we're crazy for fall and we loved it so much. much.
It was perfect.
So we had to make one last stop before we made our way out of the park, and it was at the Grist Mill for their famous cinnamon bread.
Yes.
So this is a thing that I had heard about before we even went to the park, was that you have to get the cinnamon bread. I talked to people in the park, you have to get the cinnamon bread.
Dollywood is known for their cinnamon bread.
So we got the cinnamon bread,
So
guys.
we got a loaf, and it's also so cute. It smells absolutely incredible.
When you walk into the place, the Grist Mill, it just blows you away with how good it smells, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to stay in here. It smells so good.
And we saw people there all day long.
Yeah.
So
We haven't tried it yet because we wanted to try it with you guys and show you what we think about it.
yes, I've got us some fresh slices. They also serve it with icing and apple butter. You can get one or the other. We got both. We had to try both. So, you ready to dig in? Got us some forks. All right, first bite. Are you gonna have it with some icing or?
I'm gonna do the apple, I think.
Okay, so I'll do the icing and you do the apple butter. Oh my God. Oh wow.
Bro, we should have bought multiple.
That is so good.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What the heck? That is so good.
It's like, it's a combination of like cinnamon rolls and
Wow.
French toast
Yes,
is what it reminds me of.
that's so good.
That icing is amazing too.
Wow, holy crap.
Isn't the icing so good? Do you think you like it better than the apple butter?
I think I like the apple butter a little better, maybe.
Oh.
It's a nice mix.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Can't go wrong with either.
if you're not down for rides, go to Dollywood and get you some cinnamon bread and just enjoy the experience of the Harvest Festival, of the great pumpkin LumiNights.
Just walk through.
You don't have to get on a ride. They have so many great things to do there. The Dolly experience is really, really cool. They've got her tour bus there. They've got a lot of really beautiful and fun
I personally
things.
loved the Dolly experience, and like I said, just the ambiance of being there and the environment, like just walking through, it is such a fun experience in itself without the rides. And I've heard all of the food's amazing. I wish we could have tried more. And if this cinnamon bread is any indication, wow.
Yeah, they have
So good.
apple cider, pumpkin spice things.
Yep.
They've got all the fall vibes going.
They also have music playing throughout the park, so that was also fun and just added to it. So lots of great things, and there's lots of really fun shopping. So
Yeah, it's a good vibe all around.
Yeah.
I recommend. We had such a great time with my sister Erika and my brother-in-law Rich. They truly made it such a fun experience.
shout out to them because they have been trying to get us to go to Dollywood for years.
Yeah.
And they're season pass holders this year, and they were nice enough to invite us to go this weekend, and we truly had the best time.
Yeah.
Always have a great time with them, so
They finally talked us into it, and I'm glad that we did it.
yes, for sure. So thank you guys so much. We love you, and we had the
love
best
you.
time.
Thank you for the hospitality and taking us along.
Yes.
All right, guys, we've got a lot of fun adventures coming up this fall. As we keep telling you, we can't wait to show you. They're actually starting tomorrow. So we are hitting the road tomorrow, jumping on an airplane to go to see some beautiful fall colors. Well, remember to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
All the things.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
This is where I wanna be, nah, nah, nah. Never ever gonna